and feel one sa me na me sha wo bono me Kojo Preko Dankwah me say anya de be feel one sa so deal with Eclipse collateral management on be chechiro mu ye normal ma eye de ekone de be nyina me patcho mo waye Adenta barrier near Medimosis hospital me de tare so no na ye bibie wo ho ase na ehihyi ase bi sa no and I feel me who said no, I don't have fat. Hey, I home can hit part. I home can hit part. There's no pain in 2025 and beyond. Mrs. Awutobia, now the tari pain is one. Ebeboao. I didn't know home can hit part, you know, Mrs. Awutobi. Now what the tari baby a pain you want no. A koye ma pa. It is a open biato na o used to now want to wa mama da mo kon and I feel so mama call gym eban mo muscles no pain no untumi kra na mesrew to aye ahomka hit patch ni bi na oto a ebetumi aboa ye pa o wa kra me pacho ye Origin Chemist Art Pharmacy DM Spear and I feel so Sap Health and I feel so Kumasi so ye Danny Pharma Alpha Dio Panacea Pharmacy and I feel so Kofrodia so ye Gapson Pharmacy and I feel so Eastern Chemist. A honor one side in Abeke, and I feel so Watermale so Malarigo Pharmacy, Takrade, a Buakwa Pharmacy, and I feel so Knock Chemist. Most of them do two numbers some original distributors and so on. The Bachamon Fred number we 0599 802297 and I feel so no 0248 509003 and I feel so 053 36 645334 and no and our fra a homeka hit patch on sa ebe to me akabi make I was say what I saw share Kessben TV or DSTV say channel 361 and our Facebook Go TV channel 121 memo we be akwa babium esan eba Kessben matches midim at Kojo Preko Dankwah just gone by kickoff minia bema Tony Montana na face so Kwame Mickey and Ede Ebrayen. Mami go straight to Ahomano Sini Indian common. Arapaya ni esha se din common efa the NPP and I feel so omo meeting omo call here and rap looking at other issues omo force a bit to me about party no and then other major reforms omo force omo to me ya a bit to me aboa na bibia etumi akoye na enumono and ansem bebre na be pm say the biggest one that we think we want to talk about and I say AD and Hipano the issue of Yanto presidential candidate Abano Envy na afi yembeshe the akanone the ewo echire na regional elections and they afi say national elections ni na no ye betumi ahwe ni na mekwa homano so na me ni nua be madam for pa Dr. Palgrave Boache Dankwah or a member of the Ken Ejapon team no ye ni komo na afi yenhwe say reforms in the crown no ogitum saying Ekoye and now say is otherwise. Doc, Bibia Boko there, good morning.
Kojo Medasi, Nyamiadum, Bibia Boko, who's beyond being a member of the incoming flag bearer, Honorable Kenneth Japan team, I'm also a member of the New Patriotic Party.
Okay. Nice one.
It's in the interest of the New Patriotic Party.
Definitely.
And on the mommy, a member of the incoming flag bearers campaign team.
Are you incoming?
Of course. I mean, Charles Saint with you for the Washington. If I in the grassroots of the New Patriotic Party, the rank and file from polling station to constituent level to regional to national.
Okay.
And clearly also give a clear good morning and happy belated birthday, 65th belated birthday to the Honorable Kennedy Preko Dankwah, the incoming flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party.
Sure. All right. Doug, me ain't come me sure say what reforms na ban. First off, you share the other reforms so what once a month. Do you have any Obibeka reasons around it? See before say and no enquiry before a presidential candidate today so.
Okay, Kojo Medasi, I mean say National Executive Council and then benefit issue and dry Alisa and Komo Bebre Akoso. At your way, no, Yakwabatu and Uncle Ye, Executive Council, and they say to 2 on Michael Quay, Committee, Omonko Shibuna, Omoshes and Yibich Boy, and Ona, Yitmi recapture power. The Adonom Quay Shibuba, and I, you say, Nimibu on my association, phobia so no near so you move dopim emra iti your modern essence a constitutional amendment iti constitutional amendment no for cia ema obi a na feel say or what issue bia efa party no be to me the input aba kofo be bredi omo de koye da honorable Kennedy so e de koye e ka say yembo modern na yes but debate no which was also some issues coming out of the fallout of the Michael Quinn committee report. I don't know, no, come by around the fact that your constitutional amendments and that is a here saying the cut down, now you accept it into Comodiani, and they say 31st, no, 19th of July. 19th of July, 2025, party, extraordinary delegate conference. Yet to be a passing resolution of the proposed amendments into the constitution. A new constitution. In Komoka Kreba, so say you may expand it based on it. How it used to be and how it is going to be now. Unim says the local constituency. And constituency, executives at the constituency level, 17. Executives at the constituency level, 17. You see, the BA Babacao, other officers, the research officer, Babacao. Now you're the elections officer, Akao. Now, the both the number they be increasing, or almost about maybe 2021, because research and elections, and then I will have a research officer and then we'll have an elections officer. That video, the PWD, persons living with disability, rep bako, any legal rep bako, aka, at the constituency level. It's number nana, all this while you didn't 17. Yet would have about 20 or plus one, say, an odd number.
Okay.
And you call region there, you say numbers will remain the same. It's over main region. It's been region. It will be producing or Mampini another Dankwah Kufano. Asante region a producing or Mampini Jonah Jakunkofo. Like it really says you got regional balance in the you got central region and the entire harbor and Gold Coast nationality. And I'm very certain that it will produce the next flag bearer of the new patriotic party. You say polling station, yet the extra two, polling station level at semi polling station, and we walk under of constituency. Say call polling station, say Otafo, maybe I'm a there were 5 polling station officers in my polling station. You know me, you say, electoral affairs officer and you sign the communication officer account. It is here at my local polling station or executives be increasing from 5 to 7 because you have the 2 account. And in Komoka Council by NFA previously now you were electoral area coordinators. I mean to say me constituency, no constituency. There were 16 electoral area coordinators. 16 electoral area coordinators on share polling stations and so. Let me give you an example. To say Abia Waba New Tafo and I say Waba Old Tafo and I wako iti and I wako Kokrintumi electoral area coordinator about maybe 50 or so polling stations under members underneath him. What we are going to have is to have the electoral area executive committee. Electoral area executive committee. Previously, nipa bako and other electoral area coordinator ano. They say Uba 80, Oko New Tafo, Oko Otafo, Oko Kokrintumi, Oko Dar es Salaam. There was one electoral area coordinator. It's Oko Dar es Salaam say Tafo Zongwa. Electoral coordinator and your friend Brown Osman. In addition to Brown Osman, they are going to elect other officers. Brown Osman will still be the chair of the committee, So, but on yet the only person who will be making decisions over the polling station executives. In general, we are going to have the secretary. We are going to have the organizer. We're going to have the communication officer and electoral affairs.
Oh, okay.
Omunya ebeto mo so aba. Inti is going to we are going to do a lot of expansion. Inti se sector nema we nya we are in also by about deputies, you know. Mo se do ono man anko forecast area communications director of the party client to no saba nema because they say in kofobu ono man as a 2 minute state general secretary as in nema in common nya for PSA appointed officers will still be appointed officers. Okay. Appointed officers. So that's where it is. And then Tony says also you do presidential.
Yes. And the presidential no I hope sir these reforms in what I see as you Dr. Palgrave of MPP are you okay with it? With what is happening on the grassroots, with the connection with the increment of numbers and all that first off?
Well, yes, to be fair, also party there to say they are going to expand it a bit more.
Yeah.
All former appointees of the government, all former DCs, MCs, ministers, deputy CEOs, CEOs who are card-bearing members and have paid their dues. Former MPs and sitting MPs. That means former parliamentary aspirants also account because yes, we contribute to the party at the local level.
Doc, did you say aspirant?
It is so big aspirant candidate.
Okay.
That's it. We need he's still a senior member of the party in the constituency. To say me say, me watch it because you know about many Obey Mensane, Nana Kojo, and a few others, and even the sitting MP, 50, and as I say, a Buffalo Eddie in Kunim. So in Tianya, Yendi Kunim, beyond the sitting MP, Obey a former MP, all of us, idea to be in your government appointee, ultimately to Abba. But meanwhile, we have contributed to the party at the local level. Even the local primary secretary. We are not delegates. I hinted said they should have added former parliamentary aspirants. But we are going back as far back as 2000. It's all the former from President Kofo, Amremu, ABC, or Maakye, and another Dankwah Buford Amremu. Who are former Bia, Nase, Yamiado Utiasia, Obetuaba. You see, 31st of January, and I hear your flag bearer shape primaries.
Okay. Now there's this theory say why is the party taking the top bottom approach kind of thing? Why won't you do it from I don't know where you have all the elections done maybe electoral to regional to executives and the national. Now if you have presidential because the influence of the current executives presidential candidates, it will affect some of the presidential candidates now contestants and be some more contesting.
Kojo, I have two schools of thought.
Okay.
The party no is for the grassroots. Mamika Sembia Mete from CK Tender or your party in Pennyfonibia with the party in the he's no more with us, he's gone to eternity.
Yeah.
But Mamika Sembia okay, or Sitamana here to party a year from 1991, 92 and here per forming the new patriotic party. Almost they were all in a room in terms of the founders of the party. Not Kania Wohono, but almost said that Idum Kaniano. Then ye beya the two bar, it will not be yen cafe, now we were on them, now we were on them, now we were on them. Now yen for me any favoritism. So that the party belongs to the grassroots. It's the party there, it belongs to the grassroots. I have two schools of thought. Kojo, top approach to the bottom approach. The way your leader or your servant at heart, that is you have created a monster. And these are my schools of thought. When you lead, yes.
Dog, I saw you know, my online no more crack, Mr. Wa. Hello? The line no akate, but yene a Doctor Palgrave Boakye Dankwah and you know Edin Common or a member of the Kenya Japan team. And you know Edin Common, but so far what church mu say call a meeting no the MPP National Executive School meeting no Susan so if you mobile no the Edin hu en common. One of the major ones you know a January 31st 2026 a elections to elect the presidential candidate. Earlier on, no yene Nanabi Edin Komo national organizer, but they know kind of say it will be much better. Say omobeye election no senebeya ebetumi aboana niememu adahonom. Then the presidential candidate will have enough time, 3 solid years, to really bridge the gap with the party, and then at the same time to me atone ye and na omo apese omo eye stand. But I mean call line so na me ne eye dog and twa so dog. Sorry, all I know ekati enti no pacho bit much say bia ufie no.
Down approach him. So when you're leader, and let me state it clearly, when you're leader, you're servant oriented. That is, you create a monster at the top. Now, Kojo, it is in the wisdom of the party founders. I almost say the party, no, a grassroots for there. It's a big area, then to about every form, every polling station, Embra constituency, Embra regional, Embra national afania to flag bearers. But Kojo, it's not a problem.
Okay.
Say I am in Penifua can say you better about from top to bottom. Edra medaya me dream hono me say when the head is rotten, that's where you start cleaning it up from.
Okay.
Say so no, if it is rotten and it's a mess, you start cleaning it up from there. For me, I'm in no doubt in my mind. Really no doubt in my mind. Say yeah, air no. So some candidate will be back JK. And so say yeah, from top to bottom now it will favor him. No. There's a proverb in tree. Yes, they say it's air pra.
Yes.
And so for me, the top from the election results clearly tells us that there must be a change. Say if the change is starting from the top there, then for me, I am confident. Say Honorable Ken Ejapon will be the next.
Okay, so educate here kakra and then my good self. So does it mean
what that also means is that the decision has not yet been made, but there's a likelihood say we might do the polling station before we do the flag bearership.
Okay.
So if your police station, your police station November, imagine what I say because you ever call extraordinary conference here, you ever call July. If your corner say ready. If the base is ready, there is no person that is standing this flag bearership primaries. Or the base than Honorable Ken Ejapon. It is here to the base, we have the numbers increase from 5 to 7 at the various police stations. What populate here? Now you're 2 years, not so many you see the old album or constituency and regional and national. Police stations be expanding near the Tuabana. The next time you are talking to me in January, February 1st, you will be talking to me from the flag bearership of because by that time you declare Honorable Ken Ejapon as the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party. So let me also say something to you, Kojo, before we conclude. I'm a man of spirit. I believe in the prophecies. So come say be brave about
dog opposition we man online mo twetwe sika
good. Me say I'm a man of the spirit and I believe in prophecy.
Okay.
Now in concept be brave aba. Now in concept bakwa me de I know is the prophecy from the prophet of God, Prophet El Bedad. In concept buy or kind and say we from 2015 said there's going to be a political disruptor. And or science and they Wednesday I'm in Okasam. There are many who are not 10 Thursday from coming. The same way, nobody can prevent Kennedy becoming the flag of the new patriotic party.
As online ma sign
hello Kojo Temeka. Hello Kojo. It is as though Onyankopon existed in because idea in terms of elections you're too above from top to bottom before.
Exactly.
Good. Now the political flag bearer of the new patriotic party waiting kunim
correct.
The percentage on 37%. Single-handedly when we were in government. Obiba JK almost 60%. Not subtract 60% from 37%. That is JK actually about 27%. What you say? It means Kennedy even had 2/3 more of half of what Obiba JK had. By my calculation, you understand that?
But yes, yeah.
It is a CIA opposition. Government machinery any honor. Obia opposition. Obia any honor my fall year catching is a fall in rank in Yema. And you see that movement from other places to Japan camp. Shots are moving. Look at the former minister, regional minister. All the people are all moving Vibana. We see the 37% in the one. I can tell you that this will be a convincing win.
Okay.
Honorable Kennedy Depon.
And to Dr. Pargrave, whether we do the top-bottom approach or we do the bottom-top approach, whichever way it is, Sisiano MPP any abemubium where the issue of fall in line here, why nya yebe UFI high and support to any honey dear. Say answer Sakrana, only problem, whether we do a top-bottom approach.
Problem.
Okay.
Many problem because you see,
hello.
Leader that we have in Honorable Kennedy Depon is a servant leader.
Okay.
What you say?
Okay.
And because of your servant leader, so to the swabber from top, you will be able to sanitize the system all across the various blocks that we have. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Bambeye democratic, autocratic, and Bambeye a monster at the top. Because of your servant leader. And not take grassroots I say. It's I in my thinking, she'll say, see a two abano from top. Now you Honorable Kennedy Depon as the flag bearer of the new patriotic party. You never go back to the base. Because if you another time you're a police station, you are a constituency. Now you are Babisi National.
Okay.
And then from there, the party is reformed and we are moving forward into 2028 general election. And Kojo, I can tell you, look, Andrea here discussing the most experienced politician in Ghana. And I can say, you can only discuss the most experienced politician in Ghana based on the threats that they have had. That's what I'm saying. Yes, based on the threats. Omanpeni Nanado Dankwah Kufado. Threats ban also in government was COVID-19 and Russia's invasion of Ukraine. And when the threats are impacting the government, clearly. It's no because John Dramani Mahama, a most experienced politician.
Sure.
And I'm saying, no, you can't make that argument because one who threats are about John Dramani, so which me are surviving. What makes you experience is the threats you have survived. But what you say?
Yeah.
Look at Honorable Kennedy Depon, 24 years in the legislative arm of government, which is Parliament. Kojo, Parliament is an arm of government. The session your media is the fourth realm of the estate. You cut the executive, now you about legislature, now you about judiciary, now you about the media. It's Obia Wakom Rasebedremuno is a potential candidate to lead this country from their political side. Nobody, as this Obia underestimating
obi a wetumi akɔ mmarahyɛ bedwam ɛno nti na so obi ɛpɛ sɛ obi di flag bearer na sɛ ɔkɔ mmarahyɛ bedwam a ɔkɔkɔ fa obi ɔbɛba bɛyɛ n'abɛdi akyire sɛ ɔno akɔ mmarahyɛ bedwam because there is no way you are obetumi discounting the impact of mmarahyɛ bedwam adwuma na mede toto hɔ no nso no honorable Kennedy Pon akyɛ mmarahyɛ bedwam committees a ɛyɛ crucial in this country. Yedi kan ɛyɛ budget committee, yɛtɔ so ɛyɛ judiciary committee, yɛtɔ so mmiɛnsa ɛyɛ communication committee, yɛtɔ so ɛnan ɛyɛ defense, interior and national security committee. Nabra, ɔmanpanyin Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo amemomu na meyɛ kasamafo for governance and security, and I can tell you on record, sɛ utumi chair defense, interior and national security committee in parliament. Bruh, that's say you are the next person to lead the country. Because yema national security briefing to the C1, our commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces.
Yeah.
You as a chair of the committee, Utimubi. It's in terms of security strategy, in terms of which we are Ghana who buy no be.
Okay.
It's some of the credit Emma Omanpeni Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Efa Bamba which we are Ghana who against all terror attacks across the sub-region of South Africa. I can also give similar credit to Honorable Kennedy Pon as the former chair of the Defense, Interior and National Security Committee in Parliament.
Okay.
Inti cyber security architecture na Honorable Minister for Communication, Madam Osla Minister, and Dr. Ichubu Isiakun cyber security director general. Who share documents near the tutu honum na. I am reliably informed say at the time now Honorable Kennedy Pon and a chair of the communications committee in parliament.
Okay.
And ye to make sure say we have a cyber security architecture.
Okay.
It is clearly you can also say today that Honorable Kennedy Ejapon is one of the most experienced politicians in Ghana.
Okay.
See one of them because there are many.
Okay.
Okay. One of them. Also because of his experiences in parliament, and also the threats are which we are surviving.
Okay. All right. Doug, you're being come on. I think that Richard Bedford now Waba Studio, so we can have one-on-one and then really look at the candidates Kennedy Ejapon. The ensure quite a fast way to me. Edin Honkomoye to the people of the New Patriotic Party and Ghana as a whole. Yeah, that's a part. Dr. Palgrave Kojo Dankwah, a member of the Kennedy Ejapon team. And I don't know Edin Komono, a meeting on Mukoye, the executive meeting on Mukoye to look at the situation where Fedi Beto Abano from the top, you be presidential candidate, answer. The elections na kanina so no ye be di eno so ho enkomo now teacher constitution we want say teacher good morning we about there or say who am I to question the party's decision to elect a flag bearer before other elections? Let's rally behind our elephant symbol and work towards the LPP victory in 2028. The party's decision are guided by its constitution. We should trust the leadership and follow their directives. Greetings to JFK, Honorable Mavis in Cancer, Boedu and Afeso, Mr. Owusu Bempa, in Sheso MPP Chairman, hopeful, or also Nidia or De Ebaye, no, and then this one from Okan from Senate West District. Or say good morning, Okan, Bibia Boko there. Or say precisely the MPP's addition of communication and research officer to polling station executives is commendable. It shows adaptability and willingness to improve. 7 members is better than 5 previous. Okay. Or no so Nadia or de Eba. And I mean can we na femin call a Bayport the Nkudi and Komo Emra. OPK Patriotic Voices go so OPK Bibiabo Cordia or say regards to Mr. Amankwa Ejare Isaac, incoming MPP Bono Chairman Regional Organizer, and then Mr. Samuel Osei Sarkodie SOS, incoming MPP Eastern Regional Youth Organizer. Or say, I agree with the minority urging Supreme Court nominees to be guardians of fundamental laws, not instrument of executive convenience, because Mahama and the NDC are setting up a bad precedent in our judiciary on Chief Justice Tokono issue and packing Supreme Court with NDC lawyers as Mahama said it is, as Mahama said it in opposition, as a promise to the NDC members, and Ghanaians must resist this oppressor's rule, which because it can spoil and destabilize our democracy. And then he goes on and on, on and on, on and on and on. 9 minutes past the hour of 8. Our AM Kessben 92.9 and our Facebook Kessben TV and our Facebook Kessben TV and our Facebook Kessben 92.9. Meeting at the Kojo Preko Dankwah Kessben Maakye sunye yeni nkomo na mini Bayport for ending nkomo sika some de hu hia cash na mini bidie but den Bayport de ombehwe me ananye sa
sabe pepe
some beboa me
ye beboa o
kakra na me won me famra
o de ba ye be ma na wo bebre
wo ho chese mo mai sika dodo ete but kakra na ye wo me ho na me pese me use me de ba e beboa wo
sa se ye dwuma die ni bi ni se ye beboa o na utiri mu po se obenya ohun osikasem afemu no ye beboa o enti ye hwe wa ho oden na ye di ho nkomo na ya boa o na sika na ya mana o.
Okay.
And you know, we will grow your money for you.
Okay.
With less risk, oda obeda.
Nice one.
And so that's the assurance we can give you at Bayport.
Oh my dear no.
Yeah.
How many ajina no paper? Sika sem de hu hia pa.
Yeah,
ni nkomo Bayport for want to say workers obi ahun here.
Bayport nyankopon adom ye ho ye pa. And the brand Bayport nin so ye gina ye nan so a ejuma no so konanim.
Nice one.
And intino obi a o tie a o hwe bia no ye besere se obetie yon common ye na our decision be so take as far as investment is concerned na we take enti ye buy a Bayport e hoboko
Ghana for tie mu ye tie mu dem wo my
yo and then no ye be pese ye be ma investment tip ansana yakoyon common so na die ye pese ye kan se o pese udi usuro eba ne say oh yeah investment so the first thing you need to do, one of the keys ne say as I say usua investment ho ade you need to educate yourself. Na you say knowledge of empowering, learn the basics of investing, the different asset classes and how markets work. The more you know, the less intimidating investing becomes. Obi wo ha wate di ankrofo kan say udu sika ko share bank and ko investment sika ne be she enti abonu hu bi but onu amu na on share dan mbise mu say investment ben na nipa no ko ye e ba ne sen no cry te sen ha enunti na nde no ye pese ye kire o investment ahodo e wo ho but de be kan ho asempa ne ye fixed deposit na wanya munim de ewie no wotumi esi gina say oh se sa na ti de a menso mekwa akoye ebi enti no memma hu bia enhye wo so efise se wo hu nimdi a ete usuro so and into that's the first tip we want to give listeners ni viewers ne say say usua investment ho ade unya hu nimdi na afei oh ya na waye enye se obi aye wote mfaso e woso na menso mekoye bi unimdi a wo ho anything. So that's the tip we are giving your listeners, and some of these things you get it for free. So your customer will be portal. After so last week you buy a customer beer na the atone pen say or this ikato banka ashe na okuya cobra anti usuro say obey investment na dance ye bia or de ma yen ene ye kan ye eninti no ye sign etimu bio say why your investment pen ena usika kamu a financial institutions no ye nyina ye nyepe ebi didibi echi said that yempenifo kasa ahemfo chede no ebi didibi echi no saa nso na financial institutions no ebi didibi echi na Bayport as a brand no we are in 9 countries. They are a multinational brand we are in 9 countries ye jume dia ye die no Bank of Ghana ama yen tumi krata ye didi ye juma na yɛayɛ adwuma wɔ Ghana ha over 22 years. Banking sector clean up exercise course yi na yɛwɔ hɔ but anka yɛn ɛfiri sɛ yɛdwuma a yɛyɛ no ɛho te paa na yɛ fixed deposit na yɛpɛ sɛ ndɛ no wonyɛ mu nkyerɛmu yie. Yɛka fixed deposit a ɛne sɛ wowɔ sika bi wɔ hɔ a wode kɔto bank na wobotaeɛ nyinaa ne sɛ wobɛnya mfasoɔ ɛwɔ so. Nti Bayport no yɛwɔ 3 months deɛ, yɛwɔ 6 months ɛna yɛwɔ 1 year. Na amount a wode bɛhyɛ mu, sika dodoɔ a wode bɛhyɛ mu no na bɛkyerɛ mfasoɔ a wobɛnya. Ɛno nti no ɛyɛ flexible ɛna ɛsan so yɛ affordable. Over 5,000 cedis 50 million na wobɛtumi abɛyɛ saa fixed deposit a yɛka yi bi. Na sɛ woyɛ wɔ Bayport nso a woyɛ a da ɛbɛso na ɛso yɛ na ɛso mfasoɔ no ɛne sikatene a wode yɛ investment no da ɛso yɛ na wobɛhu sɛ yɛtua wo sikatene ne wo mfasoɔ no ama wo. Ɛno nti no yɛbɛpɛ sɛ yɛbɛkyerɛ mu yie no yɛbɛbobɔ sɛ woyɛ 5,000 1 year mfasoɔ a wobɛnya woyɛ no for 6 months a sɛn na wobɛnya na wo ankasa wohwɛ w'ahoɔden a wowɔ na wobɛto din a wofrɛ manager misika no yɛ 100,000 meyɛ 1 year a menya sɛn. Nti mprempren interest a yɛde yɛ adwuma wɔ Bayport no sɛ woyɛ 100,000 for 1 year wobɛnya 20,000 cedis. Sɛ wobɛwɔ akɔyɛ business na wowɔ hɔ yɛafrɛ wo sɛ na sei na esi ɛna biribi nti mfasoɔ a wonim sɛ ɛba no ɛbɛyɛ nsɛm bebree a wo sika koraa bia na akɔka mu no. Sɛ woyɛ 100,000 cedis ɛwɔ Bayport for 1 year 20,000 cedis ne deɛ guaranteed.
Wow.
Nti sɛ woyɛ 200,000 for 1 year you are getting 40,000 as your profit on the 200,000. Woyɛ 1 million a we are looking at 200,000 cedis a ɛbɛba bɛka ɛyɛ osika tenene ho. Obi wa na hoɔden endu kɛseɛ mu sei. Nti 10,000 woyɛ no 1 year wobɛnya 2,000 cedis. Sɛ woyɛ 20,000 for 1 year wobɛnya 4,000 cedis. Woyɛ no for 6 months a wobɛnya 1,820 cedis. Deɛ teɛ ne sɛ wopa hyɛ da kɔ bank na kɔbisa sɛ mepɛ sɛ meyɛ fixed deposit me sika yɛ 50,000 1 year sɛn na menya. Bayport say 1 year woyɛ 50,000 wɔ Bayport a 1 year de 10,000 ɛna ɛbɛka o 50,000 ho. Nti wo deɛ ma bank ne nkyerɛ wo sɛ 1 year wobɛnya sei Bayport bɛma wo 10,000 na fa toto ho wobɛhu sɛ difference no ɛso paa. Nti obi bɛbisa sɛ deɛ ayɛ kɛn nokorɛ ne nokorɛ ɛwɔ mu ne sɛn. Ɛna medi nkan kan sɛ we are licensed and regulated by Bank of Ghana. Ɛna yɛyɛ ma wo a da yɛyɛ ma wo na yɛbɛma wo certificate di adanseɛ sɛ wayɛ investment ɛwɔ Bayport. Nti Kojo udin bɛ wo certificate ne so.
Okay.
Na amount a wayɛ no ɛwɔ ho. Interest a mfaso a wobɛnya no nso ɛhyɛ so. Da ɛbɛso no nso ɛhyɛ so.
Oh, okay.
Nti no you say paper no lie.
Yeah, a crowd. Signed.
Signed, yeah. Endorsed. And you know, that no so na within 24 hours, we benya message from Bayport say 100,000 now year no for 6 months no 9,100 cedis aba be ka ho. Na afi wenya o message no ɛso a o pese o ye roll over o pese ye to aso a ɛno wo na wo be kyerɛ.
Okay.
O pese wo yi wo mfaso no na ye sign ɛyɛ sikatene no nko a ɛno nso ni nyinaa wɔ hɔ. Nti yɛyɛ saa ɛno no nyinaa. Nti sɛ wopɛ sɛ interest mfaso a yɛde ma wo no manager na misika ne yɛ 1 million betumi ayɛ rate ne wo bibi yɛyɛ ne nyinaa rate negotiations yɛyɛ ne nyinaa. Nti no yɛ numbers no ɛyɛ 0245 15 32 83 Minsan team biom 0245
0245
15
32
83. And I say Vodafone 020 41 25 878 020 41 25 878. Yes, entino obi beka say na mini Accra ha ana bibia me wo no obetumi aba ha Bayport here 56 branches in Ghana.
Okay.
Enti bibia wo no ane say ofre ya manager me ha na me wo na ya hwe branch a eben o na ye ne manager na kasa na wakono ma hwe o.
Enti me friend na me say o me fi wa and I'm afraid fi wa obetre me bibia.
Yeah.
Bayport wo e wo me area ho.
Yeah.
Mako.
Who can ye wa ye wo branch for wa.
Okay.
Wa branch manager ni din kura the Achilles that pillar.
Oh, okay.
And your branches all
and I see them.
Baby wo bia no there is no way Bayport branch bia emben.
Okay.
Na esa special promo aye nintino ye be pese customers are koho mote en kan wo Kessben no.
Yeah.
Ombema ye hu se omoko. Because enye hankwa na ye ba but ye pese ye report actually say this month no customers are ye nya omo free Kessben platform ni su ni enti ye besre omo fa numbers na omo kwa omo mfre no ye besre omo ase omo kwa omo mfre na ye ne managers ne nkasa say de be ya ye be hu na yetumi aye report ni ama yetumi akoso ade mo aye business no enti no we recommend Bayport fixed deposit to everybody, the churches, institutions, credit unions, old school unions near the nyina omo fa sika nembra minimum ye 5,000 what the bar ye be masika na wa mo na wa nso okuma ebeto yem enti
yeah, that's a pa. What's number one number is in your last one, mama?
Your numbers no 0245 15 32 83 and I say 020 41 25 878. Okay, Tino, yeah, that's a big.
Yes, yeah, that's a pa.
Yeah, we are grateful and expecting that omo mateno ometu wana mo na ya boa no musika sem so akoyi. Okay. Na pay that's a big.
Yes, yeah, that's a pa. Ye ne Bayport savings and loans for and ye no more edin commodity numbers no and no more they are to Jan. Wa won here cash super so a deposit, fixed deposit no. Me pacho friend number ni sisi a mpemfo and obedin komo afa hona fe ya hwe de also almost betumi ayama. Ma men kan we emfi Daniel Enim Akwesi from Bantama. Also, good morning. We thank God for successful meeting held yesterday by our party leaders. I know Victor is for the MPP 2028. And I say, please, can I get the MPP man you spoke with on telephone? Okay, so Daniel Enim Akwesi, can Dr. Paul Grave Kojo Dankwah. Okay, imagine the number na my senior man saying no time into no hanging there now. And then my own man, Massa Wood from Kumasi Bantama. I say, in the run-up of the 2024 elections, we warned Ghanaians that the second coming of JDM is nothing but a disaster to the country. Not too long ago, Ghanaians were jubilating because President Mahama has abolished e-levy. Currently, D-levy has been introduced to replace e-levy. Discerning Ghanaians are watching regards to former KMA boss Honorable Sampine into way efi Massa Wood Honoma or also ede nedie aba na makai. Let me look at this one too. Capito Goso mensia Capito Biaboko there. Or say we told Ghanaians JDM and has nothing good to offer. They would just bring back Doomso, but they didn't listen. Now there is Doomso everywhere. Regards to Nantechi Kofi Prince, aka Opim So incoming. I have original organizer of the MPP and Honorable Mavis Hawa Kumsin, incoming MPP National Women Organizer. Or no so Nidia or de Ebaye and no. Mamin kwa ahomane so na mene Dr. Kwesi Amache Boating, political science lecturer at KNUST. Ending komo emfa the current mission edi hu comedy MPP and the reforms AC Ciciano. Na yen hwe the ensua de na hu kwan befa so ebetumi ama bibia etumi atoye. Doc bibia boko there, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, Mr. Adum bibia boko.
Yeah, there are this was say. A meeting also and the MPP executives akwakoshia aye meeting ahwe kwan befa so a ometumi ama enema etumi atoto ye for 2020 elections, you know. Now, one of the things that Abetoja Yedi Juan Bobo has to do with the what they call the top-bottom approach. The issue of having the presidential election done next year, Nyamiya Duma, January ending. Na answer yakwa koto other executives in Inano. Ahun komo ena yedi. First off, Doc, sir, top-bottom approach, getting the presidential candidate elect before we decide to do the other elections, you know. Ebeboa the MPP party.
Namasi akonyo na michat atiefo. Ebejina enhihyeya wo de beye adwuma no so. Ebejina enhihyeya wo de beye adwuma no so. Me gina nkyɛn enso mehwɛ entiase a ede sa anamotu eba no eni sɛ party no mu sisia no Dr. Baumia ye campaign. Ura Canada Japan ye campaign. Brand Champon ye campaign. Ni giri se nipa ni bebre kura be pie aka ho. Eno tini se wo mu anhwe antu anamon bia. Campaign yi nyina nye campaign a APF free ekonu nhyehyeye mu. I introduce confusion into the party. And to address this challenge, you know, and I'm say almost a yes, our top-down approach, you know. But generally, we sana nipa any nipa ku etuanamo or how I appear at a particular moment in time, no. If share a feel, but we have few no so now we share in so our party no so. Now me gidi say yes, and I'm all mutuni. Now one month so one shishaya amanyoko MPP one shishaya omode ebeshen ama electoral rules abatwa no ho shishaya no so I receive what we call legitimacy. Honey yes sir economy and penifo the elites and the rank and file and so beji abatwa no shishaya no atum. Eno hu hia pa chen abato no ankasa no the gidi se omo de we be ka ho na ekwan bi so ebia omo mfa krata efa omo dwumadi a omo eba bedi yakwani mu ni nyina nto abonten nti radio for ye mo nsaka na mo nso mo di hu nkomoyi and the radio for anima afremi nyina no they talk about that top down approach. They don't add the rules ever guided top-down approach, you know. And you're based on some rules.
Okay.
Almost for rules in PA. But say they have time to put out those rules. And to me, rules mean here. One, the rules themselves, and two, the rules receiving the voluntary consent and readiness to work with the rules. That should come. So no ama ekono would not enyina and the sharing would not become legitimate. The outcomes will be problematic going forward. Nti me gidi say omo onje ya omo di rules bi say e be go akwan mu no ma yen sachre mu every rules and e wo hodada no and ma kwan me nipa ni bi to votes no the primaries no omo to and we know people purchase it. Nigiri se ehun be hia manyoko MPP so hon be omo de nhihye foforo a emma no nye easy obi a person obeto no you be so exposed, and I think the party should also be prepared rank and file so omo ebeto omo vote no eso omo hu nipa ko a omo ye omo ji omo sika na omo trouble bi e ma omo, and of course it means that they shouldn't swear to any deity and take anything. Ekono challenge actually that's what mutimi handle.
Okay. What can be say the elites and rank and file? So mubedi rules so. Is it a fact that the MPP for a period of time or for a long time, the elites and rank and file or more ND and Raswana?
Omuni nanadu yi portfolio ni kwabran Japan na illegal. Economy now you come and work with it. Omko primaries are they purchase the votes. Economy you come and work with it. All these were illegal activities.
Okay.
They were illegal even in the context of the party. Omuni Mrabi also. Nansanya thank you Tono. A project of Dr. Baumiano was also illegal. They kept quiet, look at the faces of people and went ahead with it. Omuni so.
This brings into the issue of maintaining the current executives and then maintaining the system that brought in Dr. Bawumia for us to go back on 31st of 2016 to go have another election. Brebe Nanfi say mwa other candidates, But interestingly, my name is Dr. Palgrave, Kojo Dankwah, or can Japan. Ne campaign team no can say this time around the difference will be say yomuni abemu and intino bibi to say one be DH here you be opposition anywhere and all that on any honey there they are rest assured they say whether they maintain the current one or they come up with the rules before the election time they believe say Ken will surely sail through.
Well, that is one issue. But let me give you say the ama the MPP as a party. The ground rules, electoral rules. She said, "Ben, and on the better Sabano." So, and she said, "No pay." Now, tell them, the elites and the rank and file, G2, said, and she said, "No, it create a level playing field." Emma Obia or capacity was to be able to me a dinkunimwa, and non a party do here. And non a bema, so almost to a banuvia. Almost din kugo no beja to me say. Yakotuaba, Nemo Madin Kugo, me jatum, a match una congrats. And non render, and she said, no, legitimate. The losing candidates acknowledging defeat and also calling to really pat, the shoulders of the winner, and a strengthened party, If we say no neighbor, and to add to what Tograve and she say no, the mere fact that you're maintaining the current leaders, not as you're maintaining irrelevant. And she say any pay, not two adherence to the principles in the and she say no during the election. I don't see another. And let's see how things work.
Okay. I remember, say, a former senior campaign advisor to Dr. Bawumia in 2024 elections. At the same time, or a former presidential candidate. I'm talking about Yenya Bema Kwabene Japan. Recently brought in some reforms, constitutional reforms. I think he was touching on one of them, Article 13, Clause 9, where he speaks to the Electoral College. Say aspirants need to fight because you were mentioning numbers and you didn't know say ABR numbers in a bed Dawson this time around and I said do you see say that reform now are you right Kwabene Japan calling for no should come into being?
So far you didn't come on we can't ground rules, we can't electoral principles.
Yes.
Sir, reforms, it was done one D.
Okay.
We can say the current arrangements, Emma or Mutimi to vote to be. To the extent that will be a timid sika influence electoral outcome. And she said about one she said in your democratic. Democratic elections should not really make it possible for people to buy votes. Yes, Rock of Japan addresses specifics. Yam buy electoral college near buy mukeke. Yam buy mukeke. And say you can't say yam find the 5 from Kaho. Or a specific say yam fa all the parties officers over the years are almost alive. Yama woman you know to me no aba. Officers no go down to polling station officers, unit committee, or more structures or all the officers. Obi a why officer debia. You see, woman as official are keke. Yeah, empower woman no aba on the grounds that someone up to what you have assumed a conscious leader. Besides, say, a bebuana and neutralize the issue of vote buying. A best sign at the in Kenya be abem, someone to teachra. And Kobase Najeni said, Ye Jamimu, Ye Yimiama. They will actively come out to support the party's activities. Party no betimi dia adwuma ebeboa party no.
Okay. Dr. Maakye, my bisa sasem when yenja quite quick one. Now we are heading towards, and it is clear ye BMUS is here. Now campaigning a problem. Already on social media and other platforms, you know, these supporters or these teams, you know, movie camps, you know, from potential presidential candidates, you know, are now talking clean campaign, clean messages. Sebi yembu another candidate name yen chiane kon to then later on onu winia ababeye abatros asensen omukon. We saw that in 20 last elections, you know. Now they've started again. How do you expect them to have a clean campaign this time around?
The whole issue of clean campaign, I also define. Because Obi, our feature be now M1 in general elections. That's each now of a trouble man. Also, almost no echo.
Okay.
Almost also Omoka. It will appear as a personal attack, but it is something almost M1 at the national level. I was so mutimi eka. About what I can see, no. Yeah, now a hot I can see.
Okay.
Maybe explicit insults. And I answer say eba. But what you do an amount now emwa ekuno animukwa. I didn't know say yokum ema o babidi ekuno anim. So I'm going to define what they mean by clean campaign. Who use the term clean campaigner? Good, but ambiguous.
Okay.
Ambiguous.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Dr. Kwesi Amachi Boateng, yeah, that's it. Radin Shaw. Now have a good day today too. Ejumam. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, political science lecturer. KNUST. Dr. Kwesi Amachi Boateng. And I know Eddie Command me ba Ziga so na fe fa Ziga stake. But I say no Comensa pillar 2. Comensa Dome Kwabenya, good morning. I say congratulations to all the BEC candidates, especially my village. Akwesi my village Akwesi candidates anyway. Regards to Honorable Thomas Ohene Bakboache, next UK MPP organizer. And I feel so Honorable Charles Otain, aka OT, the next MPP Greater Accra Regional Assistant Secretary by Wefi Ayeko Mensa Pillar 2 Honum. And then Kwablavi and Amaton Kapokwasi Bengazi, Bibiabo Kodi, I say Charles Edubuahine, Ken Oforiata, Charles Bisiu, Charles Chairman Wuntumi, and others can't escape jail because they have caused great financial loss to the state. They think they are smart to amass wealth through illegal ways. Ken Oforiata and Chairman Wuntumi are pretending to be sick, and also the no credit because the people in Kraten just will be and fano at the but the law is not going to let them go free. Greeting to Sami Jemfi, CEO of Goldboard, and Mr. Courage McAfee, Nune Peku, MD, Emma TDC. Boss, good morning. Mjidi Bibia Boko. And then this one is saying, good morning, Kojo. Oboba Kelly Bobo at Jobo Men's Fashion, Agogo Boase, Ashanti Achim North. I say good news for direction for the MPP, but they should open the forms. And also, or they abandon. Mama Facebook, I'll try and read most more there. Now I see Amisco Spelele Kaswa, Amisco Bibia Boko there, aka Dr. Baumia Beba 2028. Undoubtedly, you don't need a rocket science to confirm that Dr. Baumia will win the MPP's primary on 31st January 2026. Anyway, regards to Honorable Mavis Hawa Kumsen, incoming MPP National Women Organizer, and then Honorable Sylvester Tete, incoming MPP General Secretary. Or no so ne dear and no. And then I want to say good morning to you, Musa Abatwa, over Facebook. Say I'm impressed by the thoughtful response from the Supreme Court nominee, signaling a shift from the era of unanimous FC to a more independent judiciary. Progress is being made under the current government, and it's our collective duty to support President Mahama in upholding the rule of law and strengthening justice delivery. And also, Facebook. And Musa, Madam Ase, and I face so Herbert, and Amisco Spelele, Madam Munina Ase, say Moso Modemodia, but also wait to me there on Facebook, Kessben TV, making kind Nina Amma right here, where Kessben Maakye. So, meeting at the Kojo Preko Dankwah, 40 minutes past the hour of 8. And to know what I saw Etienne Kandi, I will share with Kessben TV, and I face Facebook, and I can Kessben TV, and I face Kessben 92.9. And then in your cars, structural homes, offices, shops, Nina, Kessben 92.9. Ziga Beba, and I say, Metimia ko Iran, and Israel, and Tokwano, and home and Sensema Eko Kono, and in Susansuna, I bet to me at the Abreye, away on my Ghana, and then Africa as a whole. And also ewo honoma ye behwe ne edi hu enkomo ansa Ziga abem se nanayaw mreku affiliate Legon Center for International Affairs and Diplomacy yen sakana ye ne bedi nkomo na afi ya hwe de ekoso ehu sunsanso betumi da bre enra me ye sure samuti Ziga oka se wana ohwe bia anopei mehu emu flights a ekoba chale among for a kunya mo a tune and who a plane a 2 cobano. So I bomb near tobacco to a castle hanum baby at the best. Hey, I want for a near mo. But me who what Trump is also saying, you say, oh, my grace period. I ran for grace period pan air Trump say, oh my. But all these issues in Inano, oil is going to be affected. And what is here, di hun komo, Emma. Almost 25% of your oil. If your friend is saying Iran, any for Israel, a home to Quenino, the home semina and a airba. But your baby and common afa home, yene nanaya mreku, right? Okay, yene baby din common. Or a Legon Center affiliate to the International Affairs and Diplomacy. You don't know ending common for yen share the air call. Nana Pacho Bibia Boko there.
Yamiadumo Yaboko, Namoso.
Yamiadum Yeguso and Kakra, or Kona see our Israel, and I face so a Iran, and I say you to me not yet die and not. You want to say, I buy I'm a caution said the idea Ministry of Finance. And I face to Energy Minister. Omonche na omo monitor situation no say na nema esi yeko. But obi so beka say why? Israel and then Iran. Omo mben Africa ha baby a. Enti yesu a yeka say economic issues bebem na ahwa nema should be nko yie no. Yeda yenda ana say esese yadwene ho say bibi betumi esi. Ana be man ebenya susuan so wo Ghana any Africa mem.
You, that's an opinion, what you for me, Nana. Minamasia Konya, Modia Mamma, 7 children, drink a cra. Minimum, the Sebisa, who the other minimum. I'm say, a mom, one young copano, area for international relations, no, and international politics, no. Once and so, local development as well. Say, Besha, COVID is a Sasio, China, Mamu. And so, in the you said a boppity in Ghana, said a better tea economy, Yame, Ayadoma economy is unfunding to Mupa, Efrey. And come for you now, you said about be some boom 2 years ago, since 3 years ago, your friend, we saw Ukraine war, now Russia and Ukraine and Tokano. And also, you can assume some swa about Ghana, my more, just say, I said, throw me no ma Ghana and honey. You know, the course will be my idea, intimate Casa Ghana. And fire Hosa. And I see there are some boom here, Israel and Iran war. I know, so she see, I know, say, Kobe and our train, a pim corner or train answer. Now, a solution sounds one, and also a more fua. The treasure Iran, a OPEC, homo produce oil, Sebi, a quamama, so, a ma, Finebu Tony and Swineby issue. Ghana export oil, but the imported refined one no more, seeing the exporting. In Tintokobi says here, it may affect oil prices. Main count quickly before sent to Kwani Bissino. Now a barrel of oil on international market so $65. This year, I think is between mid $70 to $75. And you know, saying it's a trickle down one Ghana. A be affected your fuel pumps, the way tofu on near the Intina Washa or Mampenia Becca say, or task finance minister and energy minister saying, 1% one city now accommodate to our fuel levels on Grano. Or me hold you on no more the way a bit me ashenimum. Inti a cost of anymore. Abema oil prices no I increase beyond $75 no. And also beha and yamin I domina buying associated movie na Sydney appreciating and Sydney and depreciate accounts at net na. And our oil prices also cost a bit me cost and a sutrom you know a money and honey. A be my name of so inflation no be cost city depression also be significant. But a buying air source or minimum. Into no intimate na baby in Casa the air cost no Enyan Sunson so hasi. The air to be almost say Ghana on the diplomatic side no. Ghana funding Ghana is deciding to evacuate the citizens away from Tehran. Or per se, we Ghana for when na FUO. And also quite an additional cost because it's impromptu and yeah there are man that you also obey. So you see our twin. Into no SSA ye. Into ye shako ye shani ye see and not me and sign there and him say. Do you bet me see my son to quay a brown norma and call further and could degenerate into economic disturbances and our problems for Ghana. When in Yamabaku, you will be a company, yes, and him say a bit in the few days.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Now, Obiwe Bisa say, Sabi, shocks are the African continent, or probably largely Ghana. What are you looking at? Say, a bit to me, a pillar bend a bit to me, actually, shocks bend a bit to me, and menim here. Show this kind of in Tokyo cost a bit prolonged. I mean, your relationship crab because saying, I mean, how do we save ourselves? Because 70 to 75, if you bet me 80, a bit be 90, because the Atete crash some of the oil fields in Inano, or my Jaya Juma must stop it. It's almost stop it there. There's a neighbor. Do you foresee countries in Africa, including Ghana, we should have certain shocks?
Well, I think OPEC has largely come out to declare they are hoping you see one other thing is Central Korea ACC. Now the stakes are very high. Now oil production in Yamano affected the business side of it. Yeah, now a mine penny for no 18 account. We said they are umbrellas of it into Quantum. Now OPEC also has come out to declare they are not foreseeing any significant impact from this crisis because they have in place mechanisms and more they are to crime. In fact, we will just say, a panic, resulting strategy. Say, the large reserves of oil are OPEC and water. If push comes to shove, they will probably release these large barrels of oil out there. But I think they're not there far-fetched. I think, sir, the Ghana a bit to me, I say, but bon pie, say, finance minister will continue, the government will continue to make sure, say, yes, you know, I appreciate it the way I appreciate it. And probably we have to find other means of diversification, not necessarily the new DBRC, you know. Maybe it could also be because you see how you're not starting, yes, I know. Amount for the money called gold, so because gold has, you know, a value retaining capacity. In the NGA policy gold, maybe also it will near to our benefit. In fact, amount for crack, I say, yes, what the oil, say oil no cost a wine. The other side of the argument is, as much as oil no cost, they import refined one, and we take more money or resources into importing the refined ones than what we send out there. So I think said diversification, ensuring say yes, you know, continues to appreciate. These are very few things that we can do. At least a bit absorbing on some of these shocks. Yeah.
Okay. Nana, yeah, that's it. Be say only Edin Komo. That should be a best about honey Edin Komo. Share the relationship between Israel, Iran, and then how it's going to affect even each country, and then how we can see, solution to it and all that. Inti baba, yeah, Edin Komo found. All right. Your name, Nana Amreku, international relations, and I feel so. African politics, expecting no Edin Komono, FIA Iran, and I feel so Israel, and Tokana Air Cost 1. 50 minutes past the hour of 9. I mean, quite so quick. Now, me engineer, Kwabna Ejepon, ND and Komo, former presidential aspirant, the new Patriotic Party, Ending Komo. He was also the senior campaign advisor to the then presidential candidate, Dr. Baumia in 2024, and now face former general secretary of the party, the MPP. Wakona nimie pa. I mean, all these things that I mentioned, portfolio ni na esuye. Yaneni ni nkomo. Na fe yenhwe current situation with the MPP meeting akoso. What does he also make of it? Na fe so yenhwe how the reforms will go. Engineer, okay. Good morning, Bibia Boko there.
Good morning, nem kupandum Bibia fine.
Yeah, the radio say at all na sebi wanyani nyina na yakoye nyuma so na yehwe de betimi ayaboa on my Ghana. The young blood Kwabna Ejepon. First of my Mimbisa, are you going to declare formally that you're going to run for this year's and I say next year we'll be call for elections nana?
Could you really men I'm so the Yankopon sure I'm our TF4 baby on will be a baby in the Ghana Funina, the Yankopon she'll be a bako. Na name of him would be here make a say a party no ye. And said last time about studio me discuss some amendment proposals via the command committee no. Me de say do no omuso de ha me kakra me kan say me bo omu kokko say the media for the animal press sensational news the one say here I didn't true aye you be kwa kofe bibi na abekata so the critical issue of the expansion of the electoral college and na ehia yen party for any grassroots for any form for. And also, Omaji do not to. But could be na say me a list of former ministers, former deputies,
yes,
former MPs, former DCs, former executives, national executives, former regional executives, former even constituency executives from 1992. Omunina to say, yeah, to say. The conference to that's the amount of voting right.
Sure.
I think the last one was the polling station because almost in the doors. Also the base of the party. Almost in the bowl near the but the conference in the National Council, the recommendations. The Mekosoa Bodero as the party in general. Say, a per extension emotions. Sana, I reduce the incidence of monetization. And no can want to and a person they expand the electoral college. Electoral college also polling station for make up about 90% of the electoral college. It is a expanded meaning I expand one more and come one. As in a cost no quintia. Into a honor, the idea maybe such chairman of Frank Davis. No, so almost but you read some cotam said, and yeah, exactly the case. Into Mr. Mccasker, me, the mayor, Ababwa party. I'm a fix a beboy in and only here. Because party for a work from Ubu Hawaii polling station organized that in 2010. And then one count. But see, if you see a beer party, one money in a from first, so I'm a trouble.
Okay.
That you know, you better see a business that will be a party card or to any use. As a ultimate a trouble. No one should share no. It will be a logistical tight schedule to be able to accomplish a bedding within this short time by the end of the year 2026. It's a year. And me, my dream, may say, one more assume party that day. From the polling station level, electoral area level, to constituency level, no, about to regional, national. Yema upia voting right. Because the more voting right in Tawan Tower, our constituency P a bever form. Ubu no polling station agent. And MP for be by no free. Yes, I know a quarter fee. Nana Kuma Shino or say any memoir party in Juma. Monkoya may. Do you all the areas are, especially the more independent candidates, a DA, if you are mad. Obekono, there's nipa 200 be you almost free polling album because say obi a wo album no da why party adwuma da see it me san say me kan say why be dan ko ade a enne kura won kan wa wetima to aba e bema pressure ni na kofom eno so a bet we may not have the ultimate, which is to have every party member vote, but at least a bet because there are about 230,000 on the electoral college, including the polling stations. So you can say no more polling station registered so 2018. Almost does. Almost 200,000 in there, but I'm sure so many 100,000 almost free. When you go back to 2014 and then you go back to 2010, and here you can even 1 million. And no sign pay. It is more representative of the base of the party, and then you are definitely certain that when a candidate is elected by this broad participation, a man a sense of belonging, a sense of participation, and a sense of respect. They don't feel alienated, say, I can't want to change. Because they are our party to do our DMP 210. And then when you're not going to you're quite friend. Also, our experience, our influence. And to say, you must have independent voting right. And the end the committee no I accepted most of the proposals on the man. Now, polling station, the owner still, I'm saying, yeah, the message, I will still continue to advocate. So, near National Council, I decided, I said, General Secretary, the core constituencies. And to me, I'm the border rope, the similar core constituencies. My friend, I catch on so one more fan can host a polling station for me, a data phone in America. And no bar, a bema, a new year, a bema, and Kenya can say, Abba party, and to restore the enthusiasm of the party at the base. And this is here enthusiasm to be able to recapture power in 2028. The second one, also, was the super delegate system. Who said constitution, who said, say a bro, a nippenuma, I say a hit a bedroom. So, provision, you move if and who said here. Because the one time at 207, that time that was the first time I near about power and TM said near hotel. When near doors near 17. Into my mom for peace, he said, you do doing Tina, you won't hear Ghana for here, yan to Abama. Ebinum can be Abakan say Ibidika, but me feel say the last election and national election, yeah, any panel 13 or presidential ballots. And so electoral commission to me print here. To Aba. And to me, do not feel say I in feel, and also committee need to and national council jet. The third one I'm here and then a suggestion. Suggestion and I may say, see it me broaden base, no need for 1 million, say 1.5 and not even 2 million, ever to buy presidential candidate there. And you presidential candidate no first, because once the base is solid, because other officers, the Barbican Electoral College, which is the regional officers, constituency officers, and the Memphis national officers, they can't move 6,000. And they will not make much of a difference to the Electoral College. But the existing ones, no. So, and you bet me for former ones, not the count. And now again, says it may expand base, no, to tell you much, my fan say committee, so I get the donor tuna. And Kayabina, yen to a union term, because they say we're teaming were coming, the heater, and back contest, a yard or so crack. And the party for so one no Makuma say one person who's a party on Cambum, ye Nippon Bako, and ye Juma. Now, especially Chitafon, it been more Casa de Papa. Casa to trust him, and the attempt Casa area and Fata. Ye queen, yes, I need a catch a phone, Kayogana. Edianka, any blow, a dog, make a sapani to one chair near you, my day. And no near my party, and who be from ya corner, them colliding in APC DMPPH. Parties soon are soon Ghana pa. A yen to the democracy about. If a yen fight PND, and Sana, almost the two say, then come back to constitutional rule. Into your Obika, and we are good for the country. Into Miss a party for them. So what being a corner now, Cotton Radio, so Cotton TV, so. See yourself as an ambassador of the party, not any particular individual. Yeah, say assume ni power party mu. And you say assume ankrankrɛ, say assume ɔsono no. Na so ɔsono no eyi nipa, ye nyina timi akɔta na ki ekwanpa so ne fɛ so. Nti kasa ya very venomous talk, very vile propaganda, and some way nim ne entwa to so na bi wɔ hɔ a ɛkɔ so. Yɛbɛsɛ any day more, Yami Dimwa, go to Yogufo. In nice, I mean, who said, there about 40, in the tobacco, and winning. Meaning your bell winning. You be crying and make a major point and bell winning. Only
into my contest.
If you have a catch, so, the number mouth, the fat to home. So, empty, mess party phone, a cheetah phone, especially. Any woman spokesperson, and then maybe a console party from pending for BTT stations, radio, so Casano, and yet there. Yes, my party for no motto. We are the ones that should win the hearts and minds of Ghanaians. In the SAD and the Casapa, oh, GD, we must say MPP there. Yet we show my issue. We mean, ya give it pay. You bet me, I yes. And yes, sir, I can't see a year queen. And yes, ye who feel basa, and who name for so. Na yen treble, yen kaya se much the party for. I'm the more GDS say, ye be electoral college, you know, to say the proposal me. Now, so party in IG2, your conference, I be one can ha across a Legon Stadium, 19 July. The stress will be a routine, or catch your executives. Say, one more making sure the polling station for so for Mecca, one more do for Mecca on up, ye no so. A combination and a party for the who say politics, a numbers. We do our near Trenager, or the minister that, or the CEO than so some party, or your patron that, and so no count, your man in Twaba, your quiet friend, you hear Kaboom, you hear a Jumadin, you hear to watch it. You hear a dog, you hear Casapa, and no future, Menra, a call national councillor, dodo na gye atum nanso so the third one me koka say yento aba no kane eno na media na so mu a ntino akwa na nka me 2 months me kan kra sen ka ibinya yen twen so na ye do conference won kan ha na ya announce da ye beye my friend is a presidential prime minister abanim enso so eno koye eno ye take that decision eno na dominating news ni nyina nti the all important issue of expansion of the electorate eno na hia na di true kese no eno kra se akata so super delegates ngwa dem nti se ye boss over bia so nti ye besre
Okay.
ye hia ne se ye behye party no party no so no ye delegate system and no grassroots no form and no polling station executives no form nti bi dem na femu de make two party no for say ye back conference ye nyintum ne mfa ayifo no meka o polling station adada fo ni nyina no mo ye world chairman e wo mi kuro mu oduma se ruaso oyoko nsuta kwaman omo nyina meka ho na omo hu se party no omo gina mu pi na omo akọ aman omo aye adwuma den aman enyankopon hyira so ensa katumi 2029.
Engineer Kwabena Ejejepon, you speak wisdom.
That's it.
Wakasapa.
Wakasa.
And we pray, sir, Jane and would Jane party no home, and then more grassroots, you know, very symbolic because then people would have thought, say, you were going to, deal with the presidential candidate level and all. But you look as if, say, Wakuma so dear, what is really on the ground, grassroots to follow, and some more.
Almost in a carry party, almost in a door.
Wakasapa. Yada say, repem the best from you know, what you come share how far also Obawa home so contest here. Na ye hu kwan be fa so no so ye no obedi nkoma fa ho
bonya ho pae so man ahoden
amen
no ma ahoka de ebetim dia ye adwuma dia sum party na ya be sum o man gan.
All right.
It is the transformation of this country that I'm very passionate about and I'm very profound about that transformation. Here say it's so man.
Okay.
The trajectory nam so na me ni amasika ya bedi enim ahoka de afefedie nti ye no do ye hu bio we don't look out for one another and there are a lot of issues Kojo ye face as a country. It's not only just political, there are social issues and there are economic issues. The social issues no cry idea yen tanka wasen is very important. Yen kola isena ye tete wo mu and then we nkola na omo kasa tete pa ye refi the art of parenting. Even family planning. There has been a population explosion in this country. My 20 million. 35.
Yeah.
Facilities no so the same. Job opportunities no so the same. And the na be by so.
Okay.
This all those are important issues at the appropriate time of framing. The real social issues, and then your mindset change as Ghanaians. That's the exercise you might need.
Yeah.
Your doya only a doya mind. Me who say, among yourself, maintain a friend, among yourself, yeah, or mine. We have to think laterally, to think about others.
Okay.
Okay. The man will be seeing mother. Was to say and they pay 1 million coins.
Yes, that's a engineer Kwabena Ejejepon and no AD and Komono. The man speaks wisdom. Wakasa ye pa 8 minutes past the hour of 9. Our Kessben TV, so now Facebook Kessben 92.9 and Kessben TV on Facebook. Yankofa or Batampa, no ending Komo Batampa a prostate center. Mudi Komo we are Ziga Steak. Ewo ho enedie me amen tuni tai na no abe tuni tai because nsem wo ho pa yenko batampa ho na yeno no enkodi nkomo na yewia Ziga Steak is next
me kanu positive ade no ehwaduro eni ho saa ya dom na ame ayama dom me ehwaduro nti mitumi ka Africa so muyi won ya hwe positive pa me nsa na me nka ho a ɛnyɛ complete ɛno kora paa because you see prostate yɛ adeɛ ɛyɛ wo a ɛduru a wɔ system mu a mode manage dwonsɔ but sɛ prostate ne ɛnhyenke yɛ a wo ho ntɔw na mɛduro no yɛ duru a ɛma prostate ne hyenke ɛnormalize no ɛkyɛ sɛ ɛho nsusanso yɛ dɛn ɛha wo na afiri hɔ na sɛ ho atɔ nti ɛtu yare no ase nti sɛ woka ne no ano no ɛmɔmfo yɛ adam yɛ nokora paa ɛnɛ deɛ mefa akwangye so akyia atiefoɔ a ɛne ahwɛfoɔ a ɔmagye mmerɛ ɛhwɛ yɛ anɔpɛ yi anɔpɛ yi deɛ mede di kan pɛ sɛ mede yɛ numbers etudwa sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a wɔn yɛ tie yɛ no obi a na obi okuma ase obi bi ni western region okofodua na ɔpɛ sɛ ɔnyɛ aduane bi a ɔmba ma yɛasɔyɛ nti no mpɛ sɛ mede nɔma ntudwa deɛ di kan kuma ase nɔma no nie 0249 another 49 61 66 0249 another 49 61 66 Kumasi normal, you know. Western region 0246 04 34 58 0246 04 34 58 and we Western region and Western North Bibiani 0243 68 5
0266
45 09 11 and as I want to say no money 0553 800 678 Ziga the ten say them kind no process idea I am a man kwa a man can home in this Bema or honest oh sorry and Okadana Joe you so say and Pempi a free me and San Echo Nechi hwehwɛ makyira kwan ɛtɔ so mmienu nso wodwu nso sɛ wote sɛ ebi aka mu a na kyerɛ sɛ prostate abɛhyew deɛ ɛtɔ so soso ne sɛ nsusuanso bi nso ne sɛ nsusuanso no ka ho na sɛ wokɔgyina sɛ wodwu nso a kwansi na wontumi dwu nsɔe a na wokyim ansa na wadwu nsɔ prostate na ɛyɛ saa anaa so sɛ dwu nsɔ no aka ho na wokɔgyina wodwu nsɔ no dwu nsɔ no pressure wɔakyiri no ɛwɔ fam paa wobɛka sɛ slow urine stream and a positive and say positive about show. A business say obaju so agu ho a wonim say dwun so de involuntary urination and also say positive about show. And also say obaju so boja ba ma osisi ayoya ba ma sam akofom na edidim saa na say ebeso saa no a one day obesori a obesa obaju so no na dwun so ayeden aka wa ya ase wontumi dwun so eno na ba ma edu akọ hospital na yedu oba ahye obembam majunso na afiri mu abana roma do akoye kwan abafa so ajunso de bia na yare wei na yame aye madoma ma muhaduru a de bia me bo ho de ru se obi wo otimi nka mempimu akoma otimi nka manye nitifo yansafo ne to na mompa machi akwan efise yame aye madoma maduru a etu yare na se de minim ni se me abra yare ne ya me a me na me di mitipimpim no na ndua ho ni nyina no banu aduro no enso yare no enko ntipo enti me bra ya ansa na me maduma me nya maduro yi enam ni sa me ho yade e de bo ankofo a na omo ben me ai ne aye aduro a me de hwa amanfo no ena amanfo frɛ me e damase ebi kra ba na se omo hwɛ se de mo president be bia ne ewo na ya mo na duro ma aba fam a na aye enije sam ko a nse me ka se mo positive duro a na nse bia manum na bia keka me na me ka de me pɛ dabi me wo positive duro a eyi yade no firi okra unya positive hospital duro be mo ye tamsulosin hydrochloride and finasteride se duro ni na manage odwonso en shrink positive no na se ntu yade na se enti se won ya wo saturday no be di badanse a se wokɔ wonum se duro no a na wugya to kakra bi be na oyina san aiden astati so nchina dwonso na sase ba bebrebe enti no abra wonum aduo ni na so na positive ni sekira kasi ase eye enti eye kasi igusu ye kasi ni na no na di complications dodo na eden eba ti se wotumi nka na se me ka cho se mo adura a shrink positive no na eyi yare ni firi wo kotakota a pemachi akwan because de be me ka se obi actually kasi obi betumi jam obi opposite nse o de me hu obeche machi akwan o de me no ma no wa frame o frame na o ba your machines we be show mu ehun sampa positive ni how na ya mo aduro ma afiri ho ye adwuma firi adwada kosi fiada eno so no ye start by say 8 o'clock upon 4 o'clock and say what me kan ma positive ndi unya positive ya dia ekuni pa first class de bi am ka say nipa bi a positive be ni bi ekunu nti te say de positive start te say de obi a odi friend say obi owudi ni di etu a che so opo kun wo dancer bo be kun because positive no ehun aduro ani ho simple sa to ultimate kan man dwin se bia o sika bi na me pe ampa adwuma bia ye adwuma pasika nanso me the larger interest ne say me hwe won ya wo sati bi because ya de no ya de edi nipa nya pi nipa bebre ba me nchen obi kwa tumbu sam say doctor na ya de no enye hunhum ya de ana na maka chense de bi enye hunhum ya de do na wunya nya because nipa bebre chinchin ko fa akoba bebre o manya ya no mo nua ya sa to oba na okasa asem susu abutre oba bebi aduro wo ha wo hu beto ampa so oba num aduro no bekọ beba no na afi na oye den na obuma ba so bitum kra frame say doctor me chokeke no achem se se ma aduro no bia na afi no asate no se ma hu se ekoyie na mi se ma hu beto me hwe no afre so sisi ade eye obi also a ono nu aduro no hu ton kwa wontin nka nanso ni nya so ye nipa wansem nti da make my catch obi a otim nka ne se so wo posted how there man adini ndunya honestly a cancer na do terminal state into nya ho hwe nti misira otim nka ma obi na dawo man ye nitifo nkaka so papa no to no open sika bi nti na oto kasa sa dabi me kaminko anka obi obete opposite bebetim nka mutu na aba makachi aba pa ayahwe nti me so obi o tie misisi ase woni mo bi o sa tibe nu so unua so wo papa so wadanfo so wo boss wo adwumam ana se obi a wonim so wo sa tibe nu bia no fam no mama no number 0553 800 678 0553 800 678 frame na me so me chi akwa me wo fifi prat last stop yinya no kaso yinya no kwantempon so kaswa oba wo beto me kan ni yami mpete so oba ho me ntra ma yade ni ndi unya because yade bia so etra ho na cha ne ko edene ni so wotimi nka na wo sa tibia sa nsusa so mbo ni na bi wo sa tibia ni mu a me ntra se entwen se wo twtwa ho na se bra ebi ba obi akwa do no kwa man ba ko pata no ho ato no because oba the right time obi so etra ho ama adodo ayedidi ni video ma udidi o mani didi wiem too much a kun edene because nya yade bi ni ho a ba didi wiem na wo ko ya eda na won ya sada nti bomodin asa wotimi nka men trauma yade no enidi wiem ya na mti se ngofo bebre hospital egu kolebu ya show rubber na se na ha me de bi ameka se means of health beji medu ya tumo omu yusu wo hospital sa nka obi eni ho be se rubber because wo kwa wo report ho a isa say mo tamso na the correct and the medu the correct no the medu ma na no ma e be single positive back na wa de ho nti mi de bi am ya peace means of health so mo timi nka they say me approval from FDA mo certificate from FDA che say edonu ya certify no nti abametumi ai den ade ama means of health na mo yusu me samo motimi nka mo menfa sa kwan so enfa mboa won ya wo sati bi mu because ya de ne ya papa.
Now Western of numbers yes.
Western of 0453 68 69 38 0243 Mrs. 0243 68 69 38 Bibiani city true nothing of yes
and Kumasi
0249 another 49 61 66 0249 another 49 61 66 and Western region for instance Takradi in Kwaso 0246 04 34 58 0246 34 04 34 58 and Kofodia 0266 45 09 11 ubia utemi nkabia no so we are testo na confirm so opportunity a ko ba bia mabobo din ko ukwa obenye do no bia to uto abebo very well ni bebrebe na bebrebe na edi adanse
Okay, so 19 minutes past the hour of 9 at Kessben TV. So just gone Obatampa Prostate Center and no more Eddie and Komono. Ziga, are you ready? Young fancy chefs to now fee you who dear echo. Ziga, Biabo called dear.
Yeah, boss.
Nice. We say no time into obedient bit too.
Oh, that.
Because there was your channel.
Yes, I get
Oh, sir. I am not seeing Cassa then Cassa.
Hey.
Then how my and the young co.
Yes, boss.
Yes, sir.
There's a new patriotic party.
Sure.
They said the Kaka say New York Times for. Every new patriotic parties, one of the best political parties, the greatest political parties in Africa. ANC and other political parties in Africa. It's organized corporate political parties. So it's NDC there, a one-man party. We've been a founder, but we no more founders. They were talking about such parties. The best go for Benjamin Wesley, and our Master Mwaba. You get me? But this is a national interest. A national interest because process now monamsuno. Omudi kwakuyi flag bearer, and the flag bearer is a potential president of this country. So it's a national interest. Now listen. NPP Constitution, Article 12. Now I'm reading this here. We read the NPP Constitution, Article 12 now. Or say. Se party no opposition. You get me? Or say election of the presidential candidate. Or say the election of the party's presidential candidate shall be held not later than 24 months from the date of the national election, the date of the venue, and for the election shall be decided by the National Council, provided, however, that the National Council may, on appropriate occasion, vary the dates. Okay, so not later than 6 months prior to the holding of the election, the General Secretary shall give notice inviting applications from members for nomination. But be particular about also the election of the party's presidential candidate shall be held not later than 24 months from the date of a national election. It's not just say omu opposition, so omu abemwa, omu to no a year, koyi flag bearer, exactly a year to the general election. And as omu ni abemwa, also not later than 24 hours. So that 24 hours, no, anka ushomu panwa, anka December, you get me? Because December 7, and then the 24 months, no, December. And also not later. So not later, they can also fall within January. So, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, December. Okay. But, Osha party nation share, kade biya te said ye na ye kan. Anke ye free a form. So, ye police station executive election. No my a constituency election. No my region. No my babe national. Afeni a call flag bearer. That's the normal. But this time around, they have decided to do the flag bearer first and say no matter the party executive elections. So, whoever is behind this idea is Jem. And I'm told to say, Justin Kojo Preko, the General Secretary, is the brain behind all these things. And I think that he has done the party good. And Yamangwa say omo pre-president. Imumi Sebia, I know them, advise say, and I say pushing say Kodria ebesa maintaining the seat. Because listen, the party is in a critical condition. Ubiya NPP ni biya benu nuhu abesre na abwa. Enu nuhu na wansre party ntiapo. party ni nyina yie. Party ni is the critical condition. It is a way general secretary as the administrator of the party. That's a table decision about the NEC, National Council or whatever, or the party executive, national executives. Asomua, it should be a crucial and critical applied native wisdom upon the party in the constitution. Any more measures are the bebano. As a so defeat nyansa at the count. And I think say, and in a justice code you from pon aya. What table diama neck for na assume. And it is good because one ye careful. Part no ebe hate snack. Baby and no meko. Presidential candidate and kofo epe president. Wobonum kasa tie you. Na emma party no hate snack. Omanum kasa. Na o say General Secretary de release ababonte. No catch on kofo se mo bi anye campaign. For now, tie you. Just last 2 weeks. What they communicate about say more be anya campaign, but yet they were campaigning. More be anya campaign, just say campaignia. Eyadia me sanction me boa. It more be anya campaign, but they were campaigning. Why not bet me suspended? Can you suspend Kennedy or a compare Kojo Japan? You cannot. Opesa party no go. And na opesa party no collapse. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ye campaign. Wo kwatena baby o wase the president Kofo twice. Ye de Nana Akufo-Addo call 3 times. One kase yemfo no call twice. But in terms and purpose the all cano ye fere otinu mind the person or say for me call 2 times. Wo ye campaign me boa. But what to be suspended Dr. Bawumia upon say we release na ba abonte no. What to be suspended Bawumia? And a baby ade ne kon womu gusu ye campaign abra aka 2.5 years ama yakwa akoto sa election yakwa 1.5 month year ama yakwa sa election wo jane sa ombegu party. I'm telling you omachi tafo awa Mohammed for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kwasi kwati no mudi abani wo social media abo papo ka for the chere Dr. Bawumia na abronye ka for the chere Kennedy or a Japan. No pano, let us cut it short. Jamaica, what I say. At the end of December, by in January. Near cutting short. That is one. 2. The heavy defeat now NPP 9. The flag bearer will need an ample time to repair damages, to reorganize himself, to sit down and watch the terrain. To come out with a powerful message, I bet with the arrested power. So, I think say they have done well. I doff my heart for Justin Kojo from Paul. He has really done well. Now, Yansha DB. Enu omukoko shia already someone on the buy now. My main quote from the Daily Guide. Or say, Mr. Justin Kojo from Paul further noted that the National Delegate Conference, which will take place at the University of Professional Studies, Accra, is expected to bring together police station constituency and regional executives of the party, as well as former appointees and ministers, to amend some provisions of the NPP constitution, because there is going to be a proposal or motion for the amendment of our constitution. A 9-member planning committee has been put in place to prepare and also implement directives that has been given to them. Okay.
So, inti the okay video no ho. Me amona omonte then you can continue your argument from there. Yeah, inti Justin Kojo here.
Inti neso so medwaku omo hwe sa ehun toto nyina so e de omasem ene dwumadi a omo de ba bia koduru no ebeto National Council anim ama National Council bo maba so tinyame bo a June 25 party no your party school no your be launch uye ni free a party need to committee a era Frank Davis lawyer ɛda no sɛ ɔmo nhwɛ yɛ party constitution no baabi a nsakrae sɛ ɛba mu no ɔmo ma party ne ho na deɛ yɛwura Professor Maakye recommendations ɔmo de baayɛ ɔmo committee review committee no ɛne ankora recommendations ɔmo de baayɛ no ɔmo ntena ase na ɔmo hwɛ ɛnɛ committee no de ɔmo asɛm ɛbɛto party n'anim sɛ adwuma yɛde hyɛ ɔmo no ɔmo awia ne sa na nkɔmɔ a party foɔ di sɛ yɛnyɛ expansion ɛwɔ yɛ electoral college no ɔmo deɛ no akɔ adwendwene mu ɛtɔ so biem nkɔmɔ a nkɔfoɔ kan sɛ yɛ former MPs foɔ sɛ former constituency foɔ executive ne former MMDC foɔ ɛna ɔmo a ɛsɛ ɔmo bɛka ho nyinaa no ne nyinaa ɔmo akɔ adwendwene mu ɛma ɔmo kaa sɛ nkɔmɔ baako a ɛsɛ akɔɔ so ɛyɛ presidential primaries ada a yɛbɛyɛ presidential primaries committee no ɛka sɛ saa 2 minutes deɛ enu ɔmo nsa na ɛwɔ national council nsɛm ti national council ɛna ebetumi ahyɛ da a ebetumi ayɛ presidential primaries no ne kwasɛm sɛ national council ɛtena ase ɛtu ho ɛka ho nsɛm ɛbɔ ho nkɔmɔ no deɛ akɔ wie ne sɛ nyame boa January 31st 2026 party no yɛbɛyɛ yɛ presidential primaries ne yɛyi yɛ Frank Atuni a obedi party n'anim.
Okay, and Anna Justin Akan.
Yes.
Good.
So it means that the delegate conference now, people will come out to proposals. They make sure say on amendment or the constitution. And conform be suggestion. A benedi your friend engineer Kwabena Japan.
Yes, okay.
Listen to me. The idea no and conform say communication directorate. And I say communication, you know. Young Kotono Swaban. Nobody more kwajintu. Si a Koto communication director Swaba. What mean to know? Chair 4 years or so. Now konya communication director. You broke into said idea. Now kwa answer by. It means that you have to wait for another 4 years. So they need to be appointed. If you are appointed as a Norman Koya, you can fire the person. The American what I say because that communication, a complementary position. Se Norman Koya, ubetimi akatre party ubetimi asidinae neck anase national council ubetimi asidinae say your communication in Koyi. Ye fa bi mimbe ka ho anase yensesa no. The American what I say by kotono so aba enyeyi. Ade ba ko a 2022 obuko Kumase delegate conference ye suggesting your mentie and I still say NPP for nye and they say they should scrap the Nasara coordinating it is a waste of time, it is a waste of energy, it is a waste of slot, it is a waste of resources. Nasara coordinator woman ko delegate conference no mo ko scrap for free hon no mo nya no religious coordinators. No coordinator, religious coordinators. Because I don't get it. Omote Nasara coordinator this for so many years, NPP is still yet to win Zongo communities. And now we are Ghana Statistical Service has made us to understand in the 2020 World Housing and Population Census. Say, uko Zongo communities no Muslims ne dosu. It take about 80% because there's a difference between Zongo community and Muslim community. NPP ye omote Nasara coordinator. You say omo function the Zongo wo hwe omo core functions no a. Jobo do church me mu na ntesa but the core functions no.
That's this year.
Yes. It's useless. How can you present a Zongo candidate for the first time who is also a Muslim? Then you lose Zongo community heavily. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. And aside that, you lose almost all the Zongo constituencies. What is the Nasara coordinator sitting there for? Aziz Futa. Ejuma be pa no mo ya mon kanchire. Mon kanchire. Aziz Futa. Oh, you know, yes, what a pet farm. I'm more baby, you are no more trout. Yeah, chicken. Who here? Nasara coordinator. How? NPP te Nasara coordinator this say. Boss catch them. Ayaba
Kamaldeen. Yeah, Kamaldeen.
Kamaldeen aba.
Yeah.
Hwan aba. Da ben NPP for winning Zongo community omun country. Da ben omun winning the Islamic community omun country. And ka present Zongorian any Muslim candidate no. And ka lose the general election but win that place. But you lost heavily. And you're locking horns. You lose so heavy. So what is the Nasara coordinator in the national executive sitting there for? Do it religious coordinators.
I think the whole country it was Winnie Bazongo, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Only Winnie Bazongo. And I was some. So Nasara coordinator then yes I got to Amuswaba. Nieko Piesi come on so on fankoye campaign on Koyan Kwadewa. Debbie. Woman the religious coordinators. The religious coordinators. Yebe to abano. Minimum sophobia or me NDC for mapa. Tin you. NDC for na mo bedru baby o medru. And a sa sophon or more hiding behind Christianity. What against Dr. Mabudu Baumia? Jamaican what I say. It would take a religious coordinator. They'll be able to battle it. So what the Muslim candidate ba? Omba church Christopher the reason why the Muslim candidate ba. So what the Christian candidate ba? They will be able to explain it to the Muslim communities. And they say it is for Ghana, not for religion. Nasara coordinator no muntem. Enfaso bi anuso. Me amba tro de akwa komo. Ye be bon omo akopem se Nasara coordinator no betwam. Na the budget omre ko. Almost some budget to go on a hajia for ya babeta weshia. I'm telling you. We can Nasara coordinator him. Just to call you from Paul. But you say bedroom honor, not that's a general secretary.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you best say we could you best say we. Messi wa muka Nasara coordinator. And for so be ado. Nasara coordinator. And for so bako credit so. Man am catch you. Se do boy yentimi anwini a na se president ko former time kwade na man 96 2000 man na na kufu ado time onu kro onu no ti nima ya woni ni matete ni nima a onu omo nete ya ti Nasara coordinator ezongo kokos whatever wentimi anwini Dr. Mamudu Baumi onu ye zongori esaya Muslim Nasara coordinator for ntimi amana anwini afoboto omo ye de atebubu amanten ayawaso north aswase matna aswase ho from day 1 1992 na ye ayi asokwa east ya chem abaya aswase proper since ayi besinemu ntimi wini Nasara coordinator no to oyede omu scrap free ho no mu shemu kenane ne religious coordinator coordinators nenye team best 5 powerful people nim therefore for ka asofo ni imam ni sheikh for na ka ho no m come monya aduma farmer party.
But I say Ziga, so good morning Kessben TV. Ziga, you are the best, the king of truth. My name is Nana One. I think I will borrow this name. Ziga indeed is the king of truth. So the king of truth has spoken. Or the need Esi ho. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Ankoma, Mrs. Equia Ewuduwa Dazi. Happy birthday to you, Mrs. Equia Ewuduwa Dazi. Ukunu ene eye citizen atu Dazi. Oh man, GCPP General Secretary. Wifey nie. Happy birthday to you, Mrs. Equia Ewuduwa Dazi. Where are your official? Official papa citizen. Happy birthday to Mrs. Equia Ewuduwa Dazi. Radin Shao, where if you're Ukunu or citizen at Dazi GCPP General Secretary. I no. Happy birthday, pa. I feel we see you.
Happy birthday to you. Oh yeah, dear pa, so to be crew piano power gate will be in Happy birthday. And
then happy birthday to you, Thomas Boateng. If you Osempakani Samson Hall. Hey Samson, you be able to call here. Thomas Boateng, happy birthday to you. If you Osempakani Samson Honum. And then happy birthday to you, Akosia Dorowa of Rexford International School. Echuma Menshia. Happy birthday to you, Akosia. Happy birthday to you. And then happy birthday to you, Reko Sinitra. Happy birthday to you. Reko Sinitra. If you Priscilla Hall. Happy birthday to you. We if you Priscilla Hall. And Eddie Jumedie no EBCA. Have a wonderful morning. Briuja, the man Jenfi, aka Jolaka, and then our powerful with the midfield action. Sports is time. Yeah, the bro, media de Kojo Preko Dankwah, heavily produced by Richard Apiasa upon Fifi and Afesu Daniel. Pekwana is technical on duty. And then the king of truth, Ziga. That is Ziga's take is so brave. Watching ever since whatever you do today, who say we no see abebo. Ain't me how home. Bompire, ready bet you. Good morning.